So we've all heard that phrase, good things come to those who wait. Now, at a young age, I discovered that good things become awesome things when you get them immediately. When I was 5 years old, my greatest love was sausages. Not that kind. I would dream about sausages all night long. And every morning, I would wake up, run the 10 feet from my bedroom to the kitchen, and I'd be like, Mommy, can you make me some sausages? And she'd be like, no, Vijay, sausage you have on the weekend, you have it on Sunday. Every day, you have it on Sunday. But then Sunday would come, and I would get me a belly full of Bob Evans sausage. But one Sunday morning, I heard my mom and my grandma in the kitchen earlier than usual cooking, so I was like, bullet into the kitchen. And I'm like, you got my sausages? And she's like, no, we're not having sausage today. You know, Daddy, he wants masala dosa and some coconut chutney. You want some dosa and chutney? Oh my God. That's vegetarian food. No, it's Sunday. I want sausages. Well, you know, how about some Frosted Flake? You like Frosted Flake? Now, okay, normally the sugar rush of Frosted Flakes, yes, would make me happy. But this was the holy day. This was Sunday, and this was a day for sausages. So I threw myself on the ground of the kitchen floor, and I was like, I just want my sausages. Just give me some sausages. So my mom is like, Indu, come to the kitchen, make your sister sausage. So I have two older sisters. Indu is my middle sister. And she's like, Mom, I'm reading. And I'm like, Mom, she's reading the comics. And she's like, come, you have to make sausages. So she comes in, she pulls open the freezer, pulls out the Bob Evans links, and she looks at me and she's like, if you eat this, you're a cannibal. And I'm like, if you don't make it, you're a cannonball too. So she pulls out the huge cast iron skillet, cranks up the gas stove to high, and throws the links in, and I can hear that sizzle as the ice melts. And I'm imagining that buttery, meaty aroma, and I'm like, hey, are they done yet? She's like, they take like 10 minutes, you piglet, they're frozen. Okay, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So I hop the 6 inches from where the stove is to where my mom and my grandma are peeling potatoes, and I squeeze up in between them, and I'm like, hey guys. And I look to my grandma, I'm like, hey, Grandma, I'm having sausages. And then I hop back to my sister and I'm like, are they done yet? And she's like, no, Mom, you just tell her to do something else. So my mom's like, Vijay, why don't you sing? Why don't you sing Twinkle, Twinkle? Twinkle, twinkle, little sausage, how I wonder how you sausage. Sausages, sausages, I love my sausages, 'cause they taste so good. I sing this 5 times to my sister, and she's like, oh my God, just get out of the kitchen. So then I go a few feet into the living room. We have a tiny apartment. My dad is lounged out on the sofa. He's got the Washington Post spread out all around him, and my other sister is lying on the floor doing her homework, and I'm like, hey guys. And my sister, Shanti, doesn't respond at all. And my dad's like, And I go, hey, Daddy. Sausages, sausages, I love my sausages, 'cause it tastes so good. Okay, that's good. Now leave. So now I come back into the kitchen and I'm like, okay, are the sausages done? Are the sausages done? And my sister's like, oh my God, just take them. You're such a pig. Just go ahead and take them. And before anyone could stop me, I put my hand into the pan between, so there was the cast iron pan at the bottom and then a lid on top that she was using to keep the oil from coming out. And I slid it in between and I grabbed a sausage and I also burned a giant scar on my hand. Like it was a bubbling, boiling, giant burn, and then I screamed. And so my sister and my dad come from the living room and they're like, "What happened?" And I pass out. A couple minutes later, I wake up and I'm lying on the sofa in my dad's lap, and he is just so freaked out. He gets so worried when any of his kids get sick. I mean, my mom would be like, "Walk it off, bitches." But my dad, my dad just couldn't take it. He's like, so what is wrong? Is it anything we can do? What do you want? What do you need? I'm like, "Daddy, I really want Smarties. Can you get me some Smarties? Shanti, go get your sister some Smarties. She needs Smarties." And we live right across from the 7-Eleven. So my sister goes to the 7-Eleven, brings me a bunch of Smarties in a brown paper bag. And I'm unrolling those little things and dropping them in. And then I'm just eating them like a bonbon eating fool. And I'm just loving this convalescing life I have. And then my sister says, "Oh, can I have some of your Smarties?" And I say, "Sure." And so she puts her hand in the same time my hand is coming out, and she pops the burn. And so I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Shanti's hurting me, Daddy." And my dad is like freaking out. He picks me up, he takes me to the bathroom, and he sets me down on the top of the toilet bowl, and he's looking at my hand. And now it is completely like burst. And the skin is like white and peeling, and then I can actually see the red flesh underneath. And this would be a time when, maybe a parent would take me to the hospital, But my dad is an electrical engineer, so of course he knows first aid. So he takes a bottle of rubbing alcohol and pours it over the burn. And I scream, and it's such excruciating pain, I black out. I wake up later, I'm in my parents' bedroom, and it's kind of dark, and my hand is wrapped up, and my grandma is just next to me, and she's just, singing songs to me in Tamil and being very calm and soothing, and she sees me wake up, and she's like, "Kutti, edana venuma bacha, edana venuma? Do you want something? Can I get you something?" I said, "I really want a sausage." Thank you.